This ticker has been trending on Google, and it is certainly worth a mention since it is experiencing a very important breakout. The break could lead price to its top faster than we all can anticipate. So let's pop open this hood for a true look inside before the continuing trading session today. Welcome back to the channel on this Microcap Monday. This is ARCa, and let's dive into ticker symbol TABOO. Let's kill 'em, team. What is up, you guys, and welcome back to the channel. Please do me a favor and hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, do all those necessary things to get the algorithm get the algorithm finessed over here, right? For some more attention. Let's go ahead and pop open the charts here to ticker symbol TABOO against the US dollar tether, right? So we're looking at here at a very important signal, right? So we're going to go ahead and hone in on this chart by itself, and I want you to bear witness to a formation called a descending broadening wedge, right? So we're going to look at the statistics on this too. We're just going to go ahead and look at the psychological aspect behind the trade before we look at some tangible stats on this, right? And we're also going to go ahead and take a look at the correlation between BTC and this asset, since it is a newly traded asset. It hasn't been around too long. It looks like ICO could have been right at about Monday, April 10th at around 11 p.m. Pacific time, right? So yes, this formation here tends to realize when we're at about the test number 4 of the resistance breaks, right? So we're looking at test number 1, 2, and this could be the combination of, oh, you know what? Actually, we're looking at 1, 2, 3, and then this is the 4th breakout, and we are still experiencing the 4th breakout during this time, right? So yeah, 2 breakouts here for this formation are test number 4 and 5. And it is experiencing that right now. So in 1 hour and 26 minutes, this 6-hour iteration will close, and this will determine whether the price action will continue to the upside or not. Usually when we break outside of this regression here, we tend to come back and test the support before we continue on to the upside. If I'm not mistaken, this is enough of a test, but the problem is that we never got a clean closure of a candle above the regression before we got that test. This is going to be the first iteration here, which is why, honestly, is presenting an indecision, right? So this is a spinning top doji candle, and it is actually presenting to us that there is a tie, per se, right, between the bears and the bulls. Now, a very important signal here is that we do have an upside pivot on stochastic momentum, and volatility is currently expanding outside of a critical zone, and it is suggesting a continuation to the upside. So this is already a fired signal here for a continuation from the break from that 15%, right? So looking really good for the immediate short-term time frame. If there is a pullback here, it'll be fine. It'll be fine if it even came back down to the areas of about 2 zeros and 22.9. It's all right, since this thing did, like I said, right, break. This would be the first candle iteration to break out clean out of the regression. The test would only be natural. But if it does continue to the upside, then so be it. The upside take profit for this formation. How you play this formation is actually you take profit at the genesis of the formation, and that is located right over here at 2 zeros and 3.9, and that would naturally put price action very close to its top side, right? So that top side of 48 here, 2 zeros and 487, is very close to the all-time high of 2 zeros and 5.9, right? So getting very close to that potential there. As soon as this thing breaks, to tell you the truth, there's a huge likelihood that this will retrace big time from this 39.077, right? It'll probably pull back all the way down over here to around that 27.995 before it can continue on to the upside and eventually resist from the top end of around 47.149 to about 2 zeros and 48598, right? Right around there, we get this resistance pullback, validate this area here as a newly converted resistance into an acting support before a continuation on to the upside. So let's go ahead and take Now let's take some geometrics into account, right? Let's go ahead and take the current range high to range low and see if we are rhyming with it. Actually, you know what? Let's go ahead and take the swing high to swing low and see if we're rhyming with anything here, right? So it looks like we definitely are, right? 2 zeros and 365 would be your 1.618 golden mean, and that would actually be paired with the top side here in correlation, right? So let's go ahead and just mark that off so that we do know what that resistance range can look like, right? Just like this here. This is the top side of the price action here and the resistance range that we're currently observing right now. So let's go ahead and notice one more thing here, okay? So I need you to notice that the price action, the low of this present candle is bouncing off of the 5 fib. And it is particularly important because that zone here, the surrounding Fibonacci ratios, the 0.618 to the 0.382, that is a very bullish area to be bouncing from. This is your golden pocket. Between the 0.382 fib and the 0.618 is your 0.5, right? So right around there, we're bouncing perfectly from that bottom side for a continuation to the upside. Looking good. And just like I said, even if we were to come back down here to the 2 zeros and 2 3, it'll still be okay. Why? Well, that's still your fib. That's still at the 0.382 and still within the golden pocket for a bounce to the upside. Looking great. Okay, team. So as we move to the upside, there's going to be natural resistances, right? Literally right here at the 1.272 at 2 zeros and 321, right? So that could be an area of resistance. And of course, let's go ahead and make sure that we don't focus on one solid target. It's always best for us to observe these things with a range in mind, right? So something like that here would be that area for a potential pullback. Validate your 1 fib, the top area that we took the retracement from before a continuation onto the upside and the eventual realization of the top side of the formation, take profit. Okay, team, so that is what we're observing here on ticker symbol TABOO. All right, so let's go ahead and pull up the stats here and see what the potentials are, right? So on a daily time frame, please notice here that we have 3 zeros and 6.8 as the range that this can trade, right? So if we were to pull back here then it looks like the low of day would bring us back down to 2 zeros and 1.8. The reason why we would potentially not do that is because of the regression break here, okay? Now, the reason why I think we would pull back to the 2 zeros and 2 3 almost flat is because of your current 6-hour time frame closure, and we're about to get that new ATR. That's showing here almost 2 zeros and 2 3. So that's pretty nice, and it's rhyming very nicely here with the potential bottom side of the price action that we're observing down here, right? So looking pretty good. All right, now the top side that we can experience on this, let's see. Since we were talking about a resistance somewhere around that 1 fib of 29, then actually, actually right over here. Sorry, guys, my little boy is sitting right next to me saying, what's up? The upper bound of your 2 standard deviation multiplier is landing right at 29, right where we set at that 1 fib, right? So that's perfectly set up, team, okay? I do think that there is a continuation to the upside here, but please bear in mind that this could still afford to come back and validate supports before a continuation to the upside, okay? One more thing to look at here is the correlation between Bitcoin and TABOO, and it looks like it is increasing the rate of correlation in the macro perspective. This is the weekly time frame BTC using the correlation coefficient here, and it is increasing now to a value of about 48%, right? So that's leading into the is leading into the areas of correlation pretty nicely, thus far at least, right? So please know that it's not completely validated just yet. But something tells me that if this thing experiences if BTC experiences a massive rip, like something that could happen at the Bitcoin halving at around April 19th, then that'll probably force everything around it, everything built under it, and everything under the sun for the crypto world. It'll probably get forced to the upside based on that halving event. As we can see, some events, some of those past 3 iterations of the halvings have literally exploded the price action to massive new highs. And but yeah, so I'm just going to go ahead and set a quick little invite here, team, to you, right? So I presently have 2 ArcMastersCourse tracks going on at the same time, and I have had several requests for a continuation of the course. So I am introducing a strategies mentorship program, an 8 to 12 week mentorship program. So go ahead and get in touch with me at ArcMastersCourse@gmail.com, and I'll go ahead and pass you the disclaimer and the syllabus regarding this, right? So please go ahead and make sure to take advantage of that as soon as possible, because the existing master students, which are around 60, they will get priority to these to the seats here at at the Strategies Mentorship. Okay, so please take advantage of that as soon as possible. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for stopping on by. You know where to reach out to me. Please ask any questions you may or may not have. Right, just say hello to me if you want to. Please take whatever I do show and iterate within these videos as just a form of entertainment, as I cannot suggest for you to buy, sell, or hold any assets whatsoever. Never, never, ever, never, ever. I need you to do your own due diligence and everything will be cool. But with that said, team, I wish you well, a very, very good rest of your day, and I will catch you at the bell mañana. Adios, team.